How many times have you watched it? Are you obsessing too? Bring it! Hello humans, and welcome to Atlas Mega 10 Mondays! It's that time again when we discuss all things Atlas and all things Shin Megami Tensei and everything else in between in the Atlas universe. So sit back, relax, and let's see what we're going to talk about today in the Atlas Mega 10 universe. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. On today's episode... Now guys, if you've been obsessing over this game over the past few years, you're not alone. And if you're going crazy right now watching this clip over and over again, you're not alone. And you're also not crazy. There's a lot here, I think. Now I've seen some videos going over some things, specifically about the dialogue in the trailer. But I think there's a couple of other things, some subtle hints that haven't been touched upon. And I want to get into those, just because, we're Atlas Mega 10 fans and that's what we do. But before we begin talking, let's just watch it one more time.
Shin Megami Tensei V 2021年全世界同時発売創世の時来たる
Hello guys, I've been trying to record this for probably like 3 or 4 times now because there's so much in this trailer that, man, it's just packed with clues and Easter eggs, I think at least. And right away from the first shot, you see this shot of all these angels, right? And the sheer numbers of them are just overwhelming on screen, and they're organized in very neat patterns, right? In alignments, which is an Easter egg right there, right? And they're all in order. They're in law, man. So right away you see the sheer numbers of them, and in the background you can sort of see what was a natural earth, right? You see mountain ranges, you see the tower, which is emblematic in these games, and then right after that, right, immediately after that, you see Lucifer and just the amount of demons in the sky, which is just crazy, right? And he's huge among all these flying demons, and you can see some of the angels flying out on the right hand side, and if you pay close attention you can see a little bit of disintegration between one screen and the other. And he says the god you worshipped is dead, or the god you worship is dead, meaning that he defeated those armies in some way, right? However, it more implies to a great battle, right? To something catastrophic has taken place, and this is what you're coming into. And he's just so imposing on the shot, right? And then right after that, it pans to you in the train station. And what's emblematic here is that you can see flowers on his uniform. And remember when we first got the trailer, the very first trailer, how prominent flowers were in this uniform, in that trailer. Not only flowers, but plants growing. And I think that's important. I think that's very important because plants symbolize rebirth, growth, right? And the very next line he delivers is, "Order itself has crumbled and chaos shall reign over all." And that's what you see in this desert type setting where things have been destroyed and everything looks old and decrepit now and rusted out. Very dry, very desolate world, and it's in some ways a callback to Nocturne. So I'm glad that they're, how would I say, almost making a sequel, or a spiritual sequel in this case, to Nocturne, because I think that's really what it is. It's drawing on a lot of the imagery and experiences that we relate to Nocturne, and I think that's why they released Nocturne as the HD remaster, sort of like a dry run, right? A little, so you can get a little taste of this world, because this is the next evolution in the Shin Megami Tensei series of what is to come, right? And I think that the symbol of the flower is very important throughout this game, because it actually means rebirth, a new rebirth. And it says that, and within the throne of chaos, the world can be reborn, right? And you're the catalyst for this rebirth. And it says the future is yet, or a future yet unknown. And I think that directly relates to the fact that there's going to be alignments in this game, and they're going to be prominent as opposed to other games. And I think in that respect, it might be a little bit harder for Persona fans coming over, but I don't think it's a huge barrier if you ask me. But I think they're going to be a huge factor in this game, because I think this game is going to be huge as far as how much playing time you're going to put into this game. It's going to be a grind, but a beautiful grind at that. I think that's what they're aiming for. And I think that's what this implies, right? And you see the demon laughing. And right after that, in a world without its creator, which path shall you choose? Again, right? It's telling you you're going to have a choice. You can go one way, you can go the other. Law, order, chaos. And I believe, okay, this is just me, guys. This is a conclusion I've come to because I've been obsessing on this game as much as anybody. I believe this is Odin. And the reason is, you saw how prominent Odin was in the first trailer, how many flowers were shown. By the time that trailer was done, the story for this game was already done. So it's easier to know that this is the direction that we're going in even back then. The reason I think it's Odin is because I see some of the same leg patterns in the bottom, and I know that's kind of odd, but also if you look at his head, specifically when he puts his hand out, you can see two patterns that are similar to the faceplate of Odin come out the side of his head. So that is just my conclusion. And again, it reinforces the fact that you have a choice, because when he hands him his hand as an ally, right, he hesitates. He's not sure whether he'll take it or not. But then here's the important part. He takes his hand, and after they hold hands, or they shake hands, he begins to transform. And that's when it ends. And it goes back to Shin Megami Tensei, and you see the darkness in the city again, and all that. So those are the things that I saw in the trailer. Some people touch upon some didn't. I mean, those are the things that I see as a Shin Megami Tensei fan. And let me tell you, I'm glad the Japanese didn't bend the knee as far as making an easier game or a game that directly appealed just to Persona fans. I'm glad that this is a true Shin Megami Tensei game, and that it is dark, and that it makes no apologies for its presentation, and its presentation of a hard game at that. So, in that respect, I really, really am glad that they did that. The last thing I wanted is for them to make a Persona clone. I didn't want that. I think that both can exist and both can be enjoyed in different ways. I don't play Persona in the same way that I play Shin Megami Tensei. When I play Persona games, I'm usually more relaxed. Thinking about stuff maybe after a tough day, that kind of stuff. When I'm playing Shin Megami Tensei is when I'm on the grind. When I'm thinking about doing things, when I'm in the process of accomplishing things for the most part. But that's just me. Everybody has their own, ways that they play the game. But I have to say, overall, I'm really, really happy. I've heard some things about supplies for the special editions, collector's editions in Japan that are just pretty horrifying. They don't have enough supplies, so now the scalpers are going crazy. They're selling them to $300-$400. Something that was $140, $160. So hopefully Atlas listens to people this time and they make enough product for everybody. But who knows? It hasn't been Atlas's way to to pay attention to people in the past. So I don't know. But I hope they have enough special editions here to go around, because I really look forward to buying this game, to buying the special editions for both games, for the remaster of Nocturne and for Shin Megami Tensei 5. And my gosh, I needed a bright spot in 2020, and Atlas sure provided it, man. So I hope you guys are excited out there as I am, because I'm ready to go, man. Day one, when I can order this thing, I'm gonna order it. I usually don't order from Japan. I don't think there's a point to now, but yeah, man, let's enjoy it while we can. We've been waiting for a long time. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on Atlas Mega 10 Mondays. And the other videos I put out are on Sundays, and those are for my video collection and other rants I have probably during the week. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember, never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.